Hey, so it's Car coming live to you from my classroom. Um, my set of students are not yet here, but there is something that I need to put across. Let me reintroduce myself. So I am Car. Most persons call me Car, but I'm originally Karen, and my name is Karen in its purest form, not the Karen which brought me here. I circulate on the internet as being boisterous or wicked towards others. But the Karen that the internet would put as, or the meaning of my name being pure. Now, I come this morning not to talk about teaching, not to talk about my poetry book, but to talk about something within my family structure. Now, my mother is a renter, so in other words, she'd be called a landlord, yeah. And over the years, she's been taking in folks. Sometimes some of them come in, and when them come in, them not even have enough money for coming. But the consideration for say, some people need a place to live, and not everybody can afford it. Come I tell you, cost of living when it comes to building and stuff is not pretty. So imagine if you're not in a job or if you're not a good saver, what you can end up with. So over the years, she has been taking in tenants, and sometimes good, sometimes bad. We've had tenants who has lived there for 5 years, no problem. 7 years, no problem. Now today, I'm about to offload on you about a tenant we had for 4 years. The young man recently, I'm not call him young, but he recently left the house. I think last week Wednesday, and I tell you, the condition this man and his kids left the house. No man, you would think I want public, them public park or so with the bathroom and where the bathroom, nobody not clean it. If the cleaners not come clean it and the walls messy and all of that. Well, we had double that trouble. And this is gonna be a part one to what is going to be, boy. And I hope when you see it, but you can give some little comments in the comment section. If you talk about if you're a landlord and ever experienced this, or if you are a tenant and how you treat people place. Because to me, if I go and I rent a place, I just may go stay. And this is going to represent me for the time when me did it. So me I want to make sure say the upkeep is great. And if there is anything when me say want to fix, if me can't fix myself, that's the time me I go look to the landlord. Like things like roofing, and maybe if there is some major leaking or stuff like that. But like minor little things like if the place you're in the year of your probably a year or two and you see you want to brush up here, you are stay in there. People don't understand say is a why do we almost feel right now? People not understand say is a consideration you get when people take them place and rent you. They trust you to keep their place good. Because can you imagine one 4x4 window almost $30,000, and some of them appear rent less than that. And then you're going to see in part two the apartment era where this tenant and his kids were staying for the 4 years. And somewhere where I used to stay, like me move out 13 days before this person came to the house. I don't know if I'll be able to show you some snaps of when I was there, because I never really take much picture than when me used to do teaching on my little veranda area. Because them time they had COVID, so kids would come to me, I'll put them on my veranda and I'll teach them. My sock got cut because of something, but just to say to you that tenants out there, when you're going to somebody's place, think of it as your own. Think of it as your own. Things in there that you must say to yourself, say, if I was in my own place, but I have to pay this, I have to pay that, but at the same time, I have to maintain the place. How can you go in a person's place where clean and, look up and you live in the condition where you leave it in? And worse, this tenant not even had the audacity to take the key and give back to the landlord. Him leave the key on the grill. Him leave the key on the grill now. Yesterday was the first we actually went in the house to do an inspection. So in part two, you're going to see the condition in the house. Trust me. Them something that make you scared so want to rent nobody your place. And that's why a lot of the good ones out there, sometimes they find it hard for rent because of the kind of mental thing where some tenants live with the landlords. But the landlords say, boy, if it is that me struggle for pay so much money or so for put together my house and somebody I could just come and wreck it. So I tell them just make it stay. Alright, stay tuned.